Welcome to Miss Melissa Goes Live. Oh, thanks, Olivia.
Always here to support. All right, sending out the invitations now.
All right, I received the first invitation. Hi, if you're joining us, please type in your name. Hi, type your name in the chat if you're joining us, so I know who's on YouTube live with me. Right now, I see Miss Olivia's name. You just have to look on the side where it says live chat, and where it says say something, and then you put your mouse there, click, type in what you want to say, and then click the arrow so that I can see what you're saying. But since it's 5:31, I'm going to go ahead and start. The first thing I wanted to do is say hi. Welcome to our first episode of YouTube Live. I'm Miss Melissa, if you don't know me. And I was going to talk a little bit about what we're going to do here, and also about the book that I hope you read this week, and just a little bit about what I've been doing since we've been off. Actually, I have a question for you. And the question that I'm going to ask you is, while you've been away from school, is there something that you've done, some new game that you've invented, something that you've played with that you've never played with before? I'm going to show you right now the thing that I've been playing with that I have not played with before. And it is this. Type in the comments in the chat if you can tell me what this is. It's kind of fun. So it's something different that I'm playing with now. Let me know if you can tell me something you've been playing with. So I'll wait and see. I'll go ahead, and then if I see someone talk about something new that they've been doing, I'll let everybody else see too, have everybody talk about that. Okay, so the book that you should have read this week was sent to us from an author who is local. She actually lives in Reston, and her name is Terry Jennings. And the title of the book was Gopher to the Rescue, a volcano recovery story. And it was a story about how gophers had helped to fix an area that had been devastated by volcanoes. So a little bit about where it took place. The place the volcano occurred was called Mount St. Helen. And if you look here on our map, you're going to see that we all live here in the state of Virginia. Oh, and up here is the state of Washington. So Mount St. Helen occurs over here near the Pacific Ocean, and we live near the Atlantic Ocean. Oh, wow, great. I'm looking right now, and looks like people are responding. Oh, playing Roblox all the time. I bet other people have been playing Roblox. Hi, guys. Hi. So happy you could join us. So this was where Mount St. Helen occurred, over here in the state of Washington. Even though we live near the city of Washington, the nation's capital, we also have a state that's Washington. Yeah. So a little bit about the volcano that erupted in Mount St. Helen. It actually erupted in 1980. And there are a lot of people out there who were not around in 1980, but I was. Hi, how are you guys doing? And during the time that it occurred. So I remember when that happened. Hi, Diego. So during that time, the volcano destroyed about 250 miles of trees and the area of the ground, and all of the animals had left. It was pretty devastated. It was covered with ash. And the story that she was talking about, Ms. Jennings was talking about, was how gophers were very helpful. Lots of times farmers or people who have yards here and gardens don't want gophers around in their gardens and their yards because they like to eat bulbs. But the gophers were very helpful and are very helpful because the things that they do is they dig tunnels. And when they dig the tunnels, they're churning the earth and bringing the nutrients that are needed for new plants up to the top of the surface. And they're also digging areas where other animals can live. If they can't live on the ground, frogs and salamanders, as in the book you heard, that they were living underneath the ground. So the gophers were helping them too. So another thing about Mount St. Helen is, another thing about gophers, sorry, I'm going to talk a little bit about gophers, is that they are small, they have brown fur, they're about a foot long, and they have two really big teeth in the front. What's fascinating about them, they have claws, like cats have claws, but their two front teeth are protruding, so they're sticking out so that they can close their mouths, keep the teeth out, and they can dig in the ground without getting any dirt in their mouths. So that's one thing that they did in order to dig the tunnels in the ground, and that's how they survive. So Miss Jennings, the book that we read, again, that is on our YouTube channel, the link there, Gophers to the Rescue. It's important to go ahead, if you haven't read it already, hi Bacon, to read it before the 14th of April, because this particular book will not be available after April 14th. We were lucky enough for the author to be able to read the story for us and show the pictures, but she does have to take it down on April 14th. And I really would like for you to listen to the story. She's going to try to do some more stories for us. She's also going to try to read some stories for us in Spanish. So I just like for everyone to take a moment and listen to the story that she read for us. So the other thing I'm going to talk about is volcanoes. Mount St. Helen is what's called a stratovolcano. There are three types of volcanoes. I have my sample here. A stratovolcano has layers. It's built with layers. And each time the volcano erupts, that's a layer. When it erupts again, that layer adds to the next one. And then if it erupts again, that's how the volcano is formed. This is also how our biscuit is nice and flaky and formed. So that was a stratovolcano. And this stratovolcano, the lava was what is making all the layers on that volcano. And lava is just molten rock or hot rock under the Earth's surface that has been pushed up through a crack in the plates of the Earth. So the Earth itself, we see the dirt and we see the sand, but there's also rock, and the rocks shift and they'll break off, and sometimes there'll be a spot in the middle, and underneath there's very hot rock, and that's the molten rock or the magma, and it comes up through the cracks, and once it hits the surface where we can see it, it turns into lava. So I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about volcanoes, some facts that I learned, and maybe some you can learn too about volcano. Another fun fact about them is that Earth is not the only place where volcanoes are found. There's been evidence from scientists that volcanoes are on the moon, volcanoes on Jupiter, there's volcanoes on Venus and Mars. So there's volcanoes on different planets. Here, there are about 1,500 or 1,500 volcanoes around. Some of them are active, which means you can see the lava. People will go to Hawaii sometimes and look at active volcanoes, and they can see the lava. You can't get anywhere near it. It's so hot, but they can see them there, and some of them are not active at the moment. Like Mount St. Helena is not an active volcano now. It did have an eruption back in 1980, but right now it's just a mountaintop. So there are over 1,500. Most of the volcanoes where we live are on the Pacific. We don't have them on the Atlantic side of where we live. So if you look at the world map around this area where most of the volcanoes occur. I think I have a book right here that kind of shows what a live volcano looks like when it's erupting. And if you see here, it doesn't say which volcano it is, but that shows you an actual volcano that's erupting. And another little book I have to show you real quick shows the volcano areas that I was talking about. This is us. This is the Pacific side. So you can see different areas in Africa and Asia and Europe, all around. There's some areas where volcanoes occur. Let's see, another fact that I learned about volcanoes. I think that was it for my facts that I learned about volcanoes right now. So if there's something you know about volcanoes, hi Justin, you could go ahead and type in a live chat. If there's something that you'd like to add to what we're talking about with volcanoes, let me know. So at the end of our little session today, I am going to make a volcano. So wish me luck. This is the first time I'm going to make it in a different way. If you're with us at summer camp, you know we've made volcanoes before, but I'm going to try a different method of making a volcano today. A little smaller method because I am indoors and I don't want to get it all over the floor here. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the channel and what's going on here with our after-school programs. If you are part of Herndon After School, we are forming reading groups where you will be reading with Miss Karen or myself or Ms.Olivia. And you're going to be given a book, and you're going to have chapters to read, and then we will come together and Zoom, just like if you've been practicing with your teachers on Blackboard, where you get to see the people in your class and see your teacher. Zoom is just like that. If you were with our parent meeting where we had the parents talking to us, that's a Zoom chat room. So we are going to be reading with you and talking with you and discussing books. And we will let you know which group you're in and what books you're going to receive at the end of next week. And that, again, that's for our Herndon After School program. I hope that you are going on our YouTube channel. I saw that you're here today, but I hope that you're going on the YouTube channel so that you can hear the stories that we're reading for you. Yeah, I'm really excited that I'm able to read for you. I know Ms.Olivia is. Miss Karen is going to be reading stories for you too. I really want you to listen. Monday, I have a special message for you, so make sure that you tune in on Monday to listen to the messages. We also have Miss Chris will have some videos to talk to you about what she's been doing and some things that you could learn from her. I also hope that you are looking at the links for Miss Paula. She's making a lot of great videos to let you know what she's doing and that everything's going to be okay, and to remind you of the mindfulness sessions that we've been doing. So that's a little bit about what's happening here with our programs online, because we're going to be online just like you are at school. We're going to be helping you out as much as we can. And as I said, this session is the one session that's a live session where I can see you. And hi, Justin. I can see you, and you can respond to me, and you can talk to me. So if there's anything that you know about volcanoes that I haven't covered, feel free to text it right there. Miss Olivia is online. Miss Karen is too. Miss Olivia is actually responding to your live chats so that I can chat with you, but I can still talk to Miss Olivia and Miss Karen because they're on video talking to me right now. So let's talk one more time about volcanoes. So as I said before, the Mount St. Helen, which was an actual volcano, is in the state of Washington. I hope you guys remember your states. We've been studying that a lot. We've been working on countries. We'll try to talk a little bit more about that in the future. And then we're in the state of Virginia. So here we go. This is going to be my volcano. So first thing I'm going to do is use this as my base. I'm going to use some model magic, which we've used before in class, and kind of make it look like a volcano. I'm not sure. Well, hopefully I'll hold it up so you can see it, but I'm going to put the modeling clay around my volcano, kind of form it like a volcano. Yeah, I think that's working. So remember how you, if you're with Herndon after school, how you had been working with clay to form different animals with Miss Chris. I actually need Miss Chris with me right now because she could form this more like a volcano. But we're going to go ahead and say this is our volcano for now. So that's Herndon volcano. Oh, I have to say something real quick. You're going to hear an ambulance. I live near a fire station, so sometimes we hear an ambulance go by. Okay, so we have the base of our volcano ready. Next, what we're going to do, oh, I forgot. I had to put on my goggles. I'm doing a science project. Okay, now I'm ready. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take one of these tablets. They're kind of called fizzy tabs. And we're going to put it inside the volcano. So you can kind of see on the bottom, I hold it up. There's the fizzy tab. So we're going to put it in the volcano. Now I'm going to leave you for just a minute because I have to get some warm water. Okay. I had to go to the kitchen and get some warm water. So I'm going to take the warm water. The fizzy tab, if you can tell, is red. And I'm going to pour it in, and let's see what happens. I'll hold it up. I have it on a tray. So I'll hold it up on the tray so you can see. Okay. I'm pouring the water in. It's fizzing. I'm going to show you. Here we go. It's going up and up and up. And that was it. Can you see? Our volcano is erupting. Let's see if I can put some more on here. So our volcano is erupting right now, if you look. And what happened is with actual volcanoes, there are gases, there's carbon dioxide, there's, so I think it's, I have to look at my notes real quick. I want to say sulfur dioxide, but there's a lot of different gases that get together and they push up the molten rock. And this is what happens. So that's our volcano. It's a little one. Another way you can make a volcano is by using vinegar. Do not try any of this at home. Vinegar and some baking soda. So our volcano is still erupting a little bit with the fizzy tabs. So there it is. There's all the lava that's flowing into the ocean. So I'm going to try a little one in here with a little bit of vinegar. So I'm going to take my test tube right here. I'm going to pour in some vinegar. See what happens. Okay. Oh, hold on. I feel like I lost a bunch of people. So let's see. Yeah, I don't know. It's still showing. So here's the vinegar.
We did lose a bunch of people.
What happened?
The people got kicked off, but I fixed it and it's fine.
Okay.
Everybody's coming back now.
Sorry, I lost people. Did you guys get to see the volcano? Well, if you didn't get to see the volcano, I could do it one more time. Possibly. I can add some more water to it and let's see if it keeps erupting. Yep, the more water you add to it, the more it erupts. So I'm going to try it this time with some vinegar. It's actually a lot of vinegar. And I'm going to pour not quite as much vinegar. Some dish soap. Dish soap. And some dye. My dye's over here. So what I've done is added the dish soap and the vinegar and the dye together. And now we're going to add some baking soda. As I said, oops, don't try this at home. Oops, I just spilled it on me. All right, let's see what happens. Hopefully it spills out. And there's our second volcano. Pretty cool. So this is just like Mount St. Helens, where the volcano erupted. Does anybody have any questions? I think it turned out pretty well. This was dish soap, baking soda, vinegar, and some dish detergent. I cannot stress it enough. Do not try this at home. Does anyone have any questions about volcanoes? Is there anything else that you guys would like to say about our video? As I said before, do not forget to go listen to the story. Oops, I forgot. I also used food coloring. That's what made the volcanoes red. Let me know which volcano you liked better. This one with the homemade, with the baking sodas and the vinegar, or this one that just had the water and the tablet. I think we're out of, yep, I think it's out of fizzing here. just let me know. You can always text back to Miss Olivia on Remind app if you're not able to do it on the videos. I think we're done for now. I just wanted to remind you that we are here for you. We're going to do a little bit more science, talk a little bit more about books that you've read, books that we want you to read, things that you can do at home. Now, today I showed you something. I did a demonstration, but some of the live videos, we're going to do things together. So I'll show you or you'll show me and we'll work together. So I just want to say goodbye to everybody. Miss Olivia, you want to do a shout out?
Sure. Thank you guys so much for coming. Oh no, I'm moving. Hello.
There she is.
Hello. This is a video of my face. I don't know if you can see it. Thank you guys so much for coming. I want to remind you to check the YouTube channel every day because there will be new videos on there for you. There will be a playlist with the name of your room on it. So yellow room, red room, or green room. If you go to that every morning, you'll see all the new videos that you have on your level. All right. And I love you very much. And I'll see you soon.
Great. Bye, guys. We will see you soon. Have a great weekend. We love you all. Bye.